and yeah.
But you can pause it.
Can pause it. I do use that
It
feature.
took
a
me a
lot.
while to figure that out.
Really, I was really happy.
We are live.
We're live.
Just kidding.
Well, we're live. We're just not.
No, we're still live. That's somewhat recording our voices. Now, yep, now we're very live. Huh? Is there content disclaimer?
I'm really bad at lining up my blitz modes.
That's one thing I did forget.
The giant chessboard.
Yes, giant chessboard.
I was kind of hoping we wouldn't need that.
Let's see what happens. Rather
I'm just gonna kill all the guards and escape. What do I need to
That's
roll?
what I'm saying. Yeah.
Natural 20.
Natural 30. We need a natural 30.
Natural.
Close.
Plus
Very
the
close.
D10.
Oh, you got it. Let's hope you don't need this, but like a condom and a gun, rather have it not need it, need it not have it.
There you go.
You guys need your character sheet stuff? You want a clipboard?
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. This is Winston. This is Australia. Australia. Remember those days?
Australia.
You need dice.
I switched over my dice bag. I need to switch over my default cards.
Good almonds.
Good almonds.
Ooh, you got it this one.
Almonds
I
are
got it this
signs,
one.
right?
Yeah.
Signs that can tell the future.
Not
Not
necessarily.
Say something bad's gonna
necessarily,
happen.
but they're more like, yeah, they're prophetical signs. Is that a good way to put it?
I don't know what that means.
Like something that like would tell the future, but it's not exactly.
It's not writing the story out for you.
It's not always. What's the word? Set.
So it's not for sure.
Yeah.
It's just something, the way that you're set, the way that you're going. If you keep on doing this, it's going to happen. That's where.
How many?
Those are some cool dice.
How
there.
many dice are in a set?
7.
Okay, so I found that whole set. I found this one before in my car. That's why I just have that.
Nice.
And then I'm missing one of these somewhere in my room. I know it.
Oh no, you can give me one of those.
The one, because remember we traded a die.
Yeah, that was from my big.
Okay, that's why I was. That's
I
why
was like, I
checking.
wouldn't separate that set. That's
Good.
like a set
Good.
set.
I'm glad you got it. That's one. Yep. So who wants to recap? Or you should all just recap.
I just knew
Here's the
what they are.
recap. We made it to town. We made it to town and we went to the guy, the the guard on the southwest
Yep.
gate. His name was Maximus.
Yep.
He told us to go meet a guy that he took the the brooch to the guy on at the like shipyard or in the dock, and we could find him. And then a bunch of guards came at us, said stop right there. He decided to use his magical hand, or hand of magic or whatever. And he took the brooch, he took it and hit it.
Kind of, yeah. It was
And
hidden
then they threw us
technically.
in the dungeon, and now we see this guy in the cell next to us, missing one boot, and he looks like an ogre type person with a bunch of tattoos. And he's a medium-sized creature.
Ooh, I can't hold it. Perfect.
He's a grayish blue.
Mhm.
He pretty much looks like a god of war. And he looks like he has one of the boots that we had in our
Oh, yeah.
inventory.
Mhm. And so that's where you guys are then.
Yes.
Anything else?
There's there's bars, there's window with bars.
There's what?
Window with bars.
No,
Oh, one of those.
Oh, I said it was- Okay.
No, it's just a question if there was one.
But the guard has the keys, we can't see him inside.
Okay. So the room is else pretty good, yeah. It's about 40 by 20 room. And at the northwest corner, there's a door. And the somewhere towards the middle on the north is just a archway. You saw
I
that.
was wondering where you were going.
And that's where the guards come in and out,
Okay.
as far as you can tell. You haven't seen anybody enter the door.
So there's an exit door too?
Oh, does it
So
say
you
exit
said
above
just a
it?
door.
Huh?
Just a door.
There's two doors. Well, a door and an archway.
Okay.
All right, so you guys find yourself your first night in the dungeon.
Excellent. And we have nothing.
Oh, I mean, obviously you have your clothes and like small, like jewelry and stuff. But yeah, they took all your major effects.
I mean, did we remember, we didn't need to talk much to the dude yet, to the client?
Remember, you
tried
just
to
putting
talk
me
to him,
off.
he wouldn't answer.
Yes. He did answer one thing that we said.
You don't have a thing to actually show us what the place looks like, right?
Yeah. What do you mean?
Like, I'm trying to picture in my head how far things are, and there's an archway that the guards come in and out of,
Uh-huh.
and then which way did we come in?
Through the archway.
Okay, but then there's another door,
There's another door, yeah.
which is just a regular.
It's a steel door. But yeah, it's just, other than that, the regular door.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's solitary confinement.
Or they're like torture cabinets.
Or it might be where they keep the stuff.
Yeah, our stuff.
Oh, they took it with them?
Mm-hmm. They took it with them.
Can you use your link?
Yeah, I can get out of there. No problem. I just don't know where to go.
Link to the door. Wait till there's no guards in that thing. Well, I mean, you'll hear the door open, obviously, in the archway.
It's just an empty archway, right? There's no door.
There's no door there.
And how many guards is guard is down here?
One for each of you. But maybe pass a few guards on the way to it. Because you actually entered into the castle and not to the dungeon. So you came down a set of steps, you took a left. When you came down the steps, there was a forward and there was an immediate left. You took that left and did a couple winds, and now you're in this place.
A couple of lines meaning we could probably find our way back out, or we'll have to say
No,
lots.
it's not very complicated
Okay.
at all.
I mean, the dungeon that we created, but there's some really messed up people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. guys obviously probably never been in a dungeon before, so.
Yeah, you have no idea how all this works.
I've thrown people in the dungeon. I don't actually go there.
It's not what I do on my spare time.
I've probably been in quite a few.
You've never had
Why would
some
you
kind
have?
of like, what is it called, requited love with
You're a
some
monk, though.
guy you had to throw into the dungeon and you never like met him in the
See,
moonlight.
you don't play monk. You're trying to play something else
Elves
with
don't really
with the
do
characteristics.
characteristics. They just hold it.
You-
But, all right. I guess the cheapest way of doing it is the ring. So I'm going to do the ring of cast flame. Do you want me to roll a couple of times to see whether it actually works?
Oh,
Because it's random.
Well, you did kind of take all of them too.
no.
No,
No,
he says
it's-
in jewelry,
they left that.
however minor effects. But I'm not gonna put anything unless I
Well,
like.
Blink lets you pass through objects.
I go into the
Yeah,
ethereal
you sure
plane,
do. I see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
and I can move 10 feet. So if I'm standing at the
Okay.
bars, then I can jump into the hallway, which is all I really need. Because I can't, I'm not
Right.
going to go out where I can't see it. So,
I mean, there's no need to roll because eventually you would be able to cast it.
okay.
All right.
All right, that's as far as I'm going to go.
Yeah. So you're
So I
out.
go into the ethereal plane and I hop back out on the inside of the bar.
Okay. Bye.
It was lovely to see you all. And just because I don't want to be surprised, I'm going to make a rapier
Okay.
because I can.
Fair enough. And so you're just gonna.
I'm going to go sneak over next to the archway.
Okay. Roll for
General
Go for
sneak.
sneak.
Stealth,
stealth. Yes.
15.
Nice. Being pretty stealthy.
Okay.
Now you're not covered by armor right now, which you normally wouldn't be
I
anyway.
know I'm not.
All right.
Oh,
So.
and if I haven't cast mage armor recently, I can do that.
Right. So as you go up to the archway, it immediately takes a right. The corridor immediately takes a right. Are you peeking around that?
I'm going to keep it down and listen.
All right, so you can I mean, the whole place is lit by torches. But as you peek around, there is a guard standing there.
Does he see you? Does he see you?
And he's just kind of standing? Or,
Yeah, I mean, he's just like leaning up against the wall, just.
or does he have the weapons?
He has a short sword.
Oh, good.
I want to double check that. We're going to go short sword right now.
Is he facing toward me or away from me?
He's leaned up in the corner, and it turns again so he can see up and down both hallways. It takes an immediate right, and then where he is, it takes another left. We'll go for short sword.
I don't suppose he's got keys on him
Oh, I mean,
that I can see.
right. I mean, it's not obvious like set of key.
Yeah, hanging
Right.
off his belt would be really
A
convenient.
janitor.
Or maybe just sitting on a table.
Watch too many movies, we do.
Well, you never know.
You don't.
There's
No,
some
you're
stupid
right.
guards out there.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I need to get him here without alerting anyone. How far away is he?
That would be 15 feet.
Okay. So, so he can't see inside through the archway, or he can.
No, he can't see into that room because of the corner.
All right. I'm out of ideas because I'm not really all that good at total combat with armored guards. So I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
So it makes the little spectral hand.
No, the components for casting that.
Are
Is it verbal?
verbal and somatic.
Okay. All right, so you can just gesture it up then.
So I think a little hand or whatever, and I'm gonna float it out where he can see it.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right, I guess he, at that point, gets pretty alerted. He is going to run.
No.
That's unfortunate.
He just took off running.
Okay. All right, I guess I'm gonna move out into the hallway and see if I can figure out any other way of, as stealthily as I can, I'm gonna follow along behind him.
Okay. And you guys take the, obviously you are taking the right. That left, and there's right, and right, and right, and you're at the stairs.
Okay.
And there's a long corridor with a door on it, and then the staircase.
And we came down the stairs. Or
You came down the stairs.
So I'm gonna go listen at the door. I don't know which way he went. Do I up the stairs?
Right,
or
yeah,
through
I
the
mean,
door?
I guess you would have probably
the
heard,
door.
yeah, you, I guess heard them run upstairs, so that's pretty, specific audible sound, people
Okay.
running down the steps.
So he probably went through the door.
All right, you're at, well, there's not a door on the steps, the door is on down the corridor.
Okay, right, got it. All right. So I'm gonna pick up the steps.
It's just a, long set of staircases and it turns to the left.
All right, I will go up there as quickly as I can.
Quietly. And as you're going upstairs, you hear quite a few footsteps headed back your way.
Well, I can't get them out, and I can't go forward, and there are no other, I don't know where else to go.
Link back into the cell.
Just a cool whistling.
It just seems silly to sit there, but
Can you, is that door locked? Or like, did you try going into whatever those?
yeah, I guess we'll try that.
You'll run back down the stairs.
Hey,
Which
hey,
door?
go into the door.
Stupid, double back. to the door.
Thanks, baby.
Nice door.
Yes, spinning. All right, there's no, I'm not gonna be able to get out of here by myself, so I'm gonna actually go back to the cell.
Okay. That's a pretty smart move at this point.
And I will link my way back in.
All right. A few moments after you get back into the cell, there's about 4 guards that burst through there looking for something to kill you.
Sure.
And you hear them murmuring about, oh, Roy, he's an idiot. Just seeing things. You've been up for too long. Too much of the hobbit's leave.
I'd like that. Is there any getting closer to the cell?
What?
Are any like approaching us?
No, they're just come to the doorway and just kind of walk around looking like,
Obviously, everything's still in
yeah,
place.
everything's still in place.
Or it is.
Or is it? That'd be a cool spell. I guess that'd be like more like a mirror spell. You just tell your mirrors to stay there though, right? That would be how that would work.
I could do the mirror image thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Does it look like anyone who's actually who was giving the orders when they got down here?
Oh, that was obviously a captain. A guard captain.
Is he here?
No, he's not there. Of course not. It'd been too easy to him. Your persuasion skills are on point.
Yeah.
So you said 4 guards,
Mhm.
heavily armored.
Just regular guards, like set of leather armor, short swords, maybe a javelin, one of them.
So not too.
Yeah, this is like when you're in jail, like at the beginning of the jail, before you get into real security. The people are the old people, you know. It's not like super heavy,
People with the holding cell.
right? Full the holding cell,
So we're in the holding.
pretty much.
All right, I'm just gonna wait rather than just using other PowerPoints.
Okay. Is everybody else doing anything?
I'd like to ask guard what we're in here.
You know, we're accused of murdering the two
Oh.
of your meeting.
Forgot that part.
I'd like to ask what is our saying with the council?
Whenever they get around to your turn, shut up.
Mm.
And it-
Well, you said there's 4 guards.
Mhm.
Do they have any cloth?
Oh, wearing studded armor.
Studding.
So leather
So
armor.
conducts electricity.
Not really.
Okay. Well, I tell them. I say something this much.
What do you say?
Doesn't matter, he's good at that.
Yeah. Roll intimidation.
Dice.
I had an extra set.
Oh yeah, you do need dice. Don't you? You got
Nat
it?
20.
Got 20. All right, you do a really good job of pissing them off. He actually takes his javelin and throws it at you.
Is that what you were trying to do? You were trying to piss him off, or you were trying?
No,
to
he has to come in the cell to get his javelin.
Oh.
Does it?
So now we can all look at it.
Why would he make a bloody javelin?
What? She can
I'll
have
take
the
I'll
javelin.
take the javelin. Yeah, I can use that. Maybe. Not really.
Did he
I
hit?
like to think that I
I'm looking
could.
up.
Better than what you have now.
Yeah, exactly.
14 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. He messes you.
I'm just like, good job, dumbass.
He's, I'll show you, and he just runs off.
Shit.
Uh,
Can you blink and kill the arch with?
Why
You
would
still
I
have the
want to?
rapier, right?
The other guard looks over and is like, "What do you mean by blink?"
Blink.
He's like, "I got my eyes on you." John, go get a chair. John walks off.
And there's only one left.
There's 2 left. Almost.
So none of them have projectile weapons?
Oh, that one had a javelin.
Yeah, I know. Not anymore.
Right.
any more happen?
So I
Where's the javelin now?
So I sent it to cell.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in the cell.
Can I grab it?
Yeah.
I guess.
No, she's just.
Or should I just leave it there?
No, I'm just like, hey, you want this back? Come and get it.
I was like, "We'll get it later."
you're welcome to throw it at one of the guards.
Yeah, you can throw it if you want. She really wants a javelin, though.
I mean, I trust you more to throw it than I do.
Because I have a lot of strength. They'll just like straight through them. Well, maybe not studying leather armor. I'll probably hurt 'em. Alright,
Really?
roll to hit.
So you gonna throw it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll throw it at the one that's been talking to me. Because he seems like he's a dick.
They're all dicks. They're guards, dude. You're in a jail cell. Go ahead.
I don't know if the stats are for that.
Actually, you have disadvantage. I don't even know if you can use a javelin. Is a javelin part of monk weaponry? I don't think it is. Now we bring that up. Go ahead though. This is after you already decided you're going to do it. I told you.
I do not know.
Okay, so the javelin goes back out of the cell.
Thanks. Are
He
they
said he was gonna get it later.
are they reaching? Liable to reach that?
They're not. They're not that dumb. I mean, really, they know better than to go in the arm's reach of the cells unless you're handing your arm out. They're gonna swing their sword at it.
I'm gonna wait until somebody intelligent comes together.
Okay. And so John comes running back with a chair and sits it in front of the archway, and he just sits there and walks back. Where's that watch?
It's gonna infection.
Is it human?
No, they don't. They're not gonna talk to us. They don't have the ability to. They don't know anything. They're not gonna share anything with us.
Meanwhile, the one you pissed off comes running back with bow and quiver set.
I'm gonna slide to the other side of the cell.
And hands it to John. John, if these guys so much to make another peep, an arrow through their eyes.
Yeah.
He's peeping.
All right. Yeah. I'll let you slide on that one. Anyways, all the commotion just come out. Everybody leaves except John and the chair.
Am I able to see John?
Yeah, you can see him. He's right there. He's watching you guys.
I'm gonna sit and relax. How long have we been in here?
That's a couple hours now. Yeah.
How close is he?
Well, from you, about 30 feet.
Am I able to get closer?
Maybe a few feet.
Is he gonna be able to hit us? Does he look very, familiar?
I would say yes.
He's got enough arrows that he doesn't need to hit you on the first or the second or the third or the fourth try.
Yeah.
You can just keep shooting until he first gets you. And if he misses, then you can just go get more.
Yeah. I'm sure there's somewhere in here there is an armory. You're in a castle. And you're behind bars. You can't run very far. It's still brainstorm. I'm
I know.
trying to let him get it out.
Just sit and relax.
Do we still have our money switches?
Definitely not many pouches. You'd be lucky if you have money when you get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's probably gone.
So the bars are probably this.
Probably, yeah. Any more brainstorming?
I mean,
What holds the bars? Is it like a railing?
It's more bars. You've never seen like a cage, like a steel cage? It's pretty much
No, I
what it
have.
is.
Does it have a cage door?
Yeah, there's a
Or does
door.
it slide?
There's a door. Yeah. Lock.
Padlock?
No, like a lock built into it.
I have one.
It's your little room.
No, I don't have. I don't have a skateboard.
There's your another road.
That would really help me out. Is anybody escape artist? No? Okay, I'm out of ideas, guys.
Okay,
I guess we're gonna sit and wait.
you're gonna sit and wait. Is it getting your tongue?
It is.
There he goes. All right, so some hours go by. We'll stay awake for you two. No, you don't have
Let us meditate.
Yeah, me too.
Dragonborns don't have to sleep.
I'm a monk.
Monks don't have to sleep.
Okay. So roll to like a will save, I guess. Unless you just decide to go lay down. Okay. I guess you start eventually after so many hours start drifting.
What time is it?
La, la, la. It's like in the middle of the night at this point. Because like I said, you guys got caught at night and been in a few
Because
hours.
it's sundown,
Yeah.
yeah.
Just let me know when it's done.
So about this time, your neighbor, Barack, I'm an idiot.
He told us his name, but I didn't know his name.
Mm-mm.
Brock. Is it
That's
Brock?
close.
Brock. Brock.
The big guy.
Big guy. Vanak.
Brock.
Sundown.
Vanak just like comes alert and mutters, something evil approaches.
What?
Something evil approaches. That's good.
Yeah, that's always a good thing. And about that time, from behind the guard, you see a shadowy figure walk up and just slit his throat.
The sitting guard.
Yeah, sitting guard.
Okay. I guess, and there was only the one guard in the room?
The one guard in the room.
Okay.
And I have a picture somewhere. More or less, this is what you see walk into the room. No.
Jack?
I bet he knows lockpicking.
I'm just like, hey, bud. Hey. Well, if you get us out of here, I'll give you a bunch of gold.
About that time, he scans the room and locks eyes with you.
Do we know each other?
You have something that belongs to someone that hired me.
Maybe you left.
Is it an heirloom, perhaps?
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
when we were arrested, I was cautious and hidden. I would, of course, be happy to take you to it.
But we need to get out of here first.
So I'm not sent here to ask you for it. So I'm sent here for your death. You shouldn't have robbed. He's talking about the elven trinket.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that one. That one.
Got
Is this
I
something
told
we don't
you.
know about?
Yeah, you guys
You don't know
guys
that.
know nothing about this. So no. And he pulls out a dart and throws it at you.
Okay.
Try to kill you off?
Yes.
Who is this guy?
He misses.
Well, that's good.
Not a very good assassin then, is he?
No, not really. And they left me with the ring. So,
Or is that what your ring is?
Is he able to
Elven
blink with
tree?
me and holding my hand? And like holding me so I can like flip with him?
Sounds like he wants to hold you.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound very lovely.
Okay, so everybody roll initiative at this point.
Oh,
Last
3.
3, 20.
And you have 4.
Oh, 7.
So
I have
Meridian,
20.
20. What'd you tattoo get?
3.
Okay. What's the? What'd you get?
7.
Oh, sorry.
7.
Ah, monster bombs. Is
All
that
right, so
MD?
it's gonna be your turn.
Okay. And how far is he?
15 feet, something
Okay.
like that.
And the bar's in between us, so that's good. What is he carrying? I saw the quiver of arrows over his shoulder. but-
He obviously has a short sword, and he has a couple little daggers on him and this and that.
Okay. Sorry, you can. Another dagger, you can. Bonus action, the Hexblade Curse,
Okay.
which just has a whole bunch of bonuses to go with it. And since it worked nicely the last time, Witch Bolt.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make a ranged attack.
Is this guy covered with metal?
I don't think there's any rules for conductivity, electricity in the game.
No, but that'd be awesome. 6E. Where you at? There's
16.
16, that's a hit.
Okay. And then,
To the face?
He's gonna be with us. Is he trying to attack us too?
So this is the super blue light thing.
As far as you can tell, he's not even acknowledging you to exist. Yeah.
Is 20.
20 damage?
Yeah.
Nice.
Good thing we rolled that low too.
Yeah, because we're last. Might as well just. As you gradually walking closer.
And he takes out another dart and throws it at you.
I really think these are, dying birds.
The cards, the darts
So
are
14.
dying.
16.
So you graciously dodged that one.
It rolls with that and then.
He's trying to kill me.
And he likes it.
I'm out there.
Um, All right,
I ate
Winston,
before
are
I
you doing
came.
anything?
I'm
Fine.
sorry.
I should have asked first.
Would you like soda? No, thank you.
Winston,
Oh,
are you doing anything?
yeah, I'm gonna shoot my long lightning bolt at him.
Long lightning bolt. All right, makes a dexterity save. He failed a dexterity save, so it's full damage.
Yeah. 10.
10.
Oh, so you're.
Yeah, I said
So you're
screw it.
alive?
Your turn.
Okay, so what's happening? So he just hit him, so now he knows.
This guy's
Here. What is he
Go ahead.
moving in initiative?
I changed something. This is actually down.
Oh, okay. What's that?
What's what?
Sorry, but we are going to
It's just initiative.
slip off his head and take it from him.
Well, I guess
I would break both of your
what my plan would be if
Sorry.
I don't have that javelin anymore, but I could have thrown at him or something. So,
Well, I mean, at least you're not going to get killed like with those busts.
we could still. What would be?
There's a bunch of darts in the cell now.
You could throw a dart back at him.
And is that, do I have to check if I'm proficient in
You
that?
might
or?
have to because you're a druid.
Yeah.
Is that I think that was a standard drill. That was one of the few ones that are allowed.
There's a dart.
I think darts are even a monk weapon.
Weapons. Clubs, daggers, darts.
Okay,
javelins.
cool. Awesome,
Darts.
you can use a dart.
How many darts do I
There's
see around
two
me?
darts.
2 darts, okay. Ooh, okay, so I guess what I will do is I'll grab a dart and I'll throw it back.
Yeah,
Let me
touch that,
check the dart thingy.
I had the thing. It's not gonna kill you.
Oh, do you have
I
the,
attacked him.
do you have the thing for darts, like how?
I can look it up. You don't do it?
I don't know, like, what would I, it would be the same as the javelin, what do I add to?
It's finesse, so you can use your strength bonus or your dexterity bonus, whichever's higher.
Finesse.
Okay. This.
Sword.
So 7.
So 7, that's not a.
Ting.
I've never thrown a dart before.
It's the same thing.
What's a dart look like? Just a dart?
Pretty much.
Full darts?
Pretty much.
Oh, that's really cool.
So on this round, the knock is going to just stand up and just assess the situation. And it's back to your turn.
Me.
Ooh, if we're not gonna be
Ah.
a friend. Ooh.
All right, since I got the spell going, I'm gonna continue to do damage. And I want to say something to him, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it short. Because I know I said something. But a little assistance would be appreciated, so we can get you your boot.
That's fair. That's
All right,
fair.
I don't have to roll the hit because I already hit him. So it's 5.
What?
5 damage.
5 damage. All right. It's his turn, and he's going to throw another dart at you. 18 plus something.
Yeah.
Oh man. So dart's 1d3 damage, right?
D4.
4.
No, that's good.
Three damage. Make a Constitution save.
Ooh, he's coming back.
All right. I don't know how the saves work in this system. I'm used to like.
It would be basically your Constitution modifier with a roll.
4.
4.
Oh, that's a lot of dice, dude. Yeah, that's gonna hurt, dude.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 damage from poison.
Got it.
And obviously you know this pretty immediately.
I can tell, yeah. And I need to make a save to see if I can maintain the concentration spell.
Right.
That's
Target.
Constitution also, right?
Right.
We're probably
Nine.
really morning.
Okay,
I
maybe
walked
it's
really hard, and I also the tops are adjustable, so I may have height on.
I don't usually play spellcasters.
Right, no, I get it. Because I don't know all these rules for spellcasters either because of that.
Okay.
So,
I like your sandals. They're cute. Like 27 bucks. So I got that.
Not bad at all. Target. The Target.
The Target.
how many hit points do you have? No. Ouch. Well, one dart took all of his health.
Half the damage that I took.
So
That was the saving throw. It was half the damage I took.
that's fair enough saving throw, I feel like.
So I didn't get it. So the
Okay.
spell ends.
So I broke the spell.
Okay.
How close am
Can I get a bonus action?
Yeah.
All right.
Well, That was his attack, right? He
Oh,
threw a
sorry,
dart,
that was him.
Winston.
This is mine.
I'm allowed to say something really short, right?
Like I said, you have like 6 seconds in game time.
I tell him to make a spear.
You can tell him. Yeah.
Say make a spear. And I guess I'm gonna just wait.
You're gonna pass. Australia.
Alright, well, how close am I to him?
To
Actually,
to
I
help.
forgot to
Like
use-
less than 10 feet.
Like I can.
Yeah, you can reach over and touch him.
So I guess I
forgot to
would
use
either do. Let's just one.
I choose doing this.
So I'm going to cast
Yeah, I'll just do this.
Cure Wounds.
Yep.
And then so
Okay.
I lay a hand, and then regains 1d8. Like this.
That's a
12, 10. This is an
There's your weight. Yeah.
That's my spell casting ability modifier. What is that again? Is that my spell save? No. I'm looking that up. Do you know the druid spell casting ability modifier?
It's your wisdom bonus.
Wisdom bonus? Okay.
That makes sense.
Okay, so 5. Give you 5 health.
No,
I don't know if you healed yourself or not yet, but
I can't.
okay. Oh yeah, we don't have any other healing potions.
Thanks.
So Vanak obviously.
Oh, and I know, is that just can I just do one spell per round? Is that just that I can only do one action?
Usually,
Okay. Oh, there's a little pride banner on the D&D Beyond thing.
there
Oh,
sure
rainbow
is. I see it.
heart.
What is it?
Rainbow heart for Pride Month.
So at this point, Vanak, as you said, though, it got his attention. You know, help us, we'll get your boot back. And he reaches down underneath his shirt and pulls his necklace out and holds it out and starts enchanting to Talos. And you are in fear of your life, by the way. Like, you just want to get as far away from this guy as you can with everything you have. And so does the assassin. The assassin just takes off screaming.
Does that have something to do with them teaching or like, is it because I'm like a demon?
Right.
Oh.
Oh, that makes me laugh.
Mm.
These are clear.
He's paladin.
Okay.
Close enough.
Same difference.
That would make the assassin also either a teaching or some kind of.
Right, or undead or something along that line.
Cool.
You like that, didn't
I
you?
like the town.
I told you should have played paladin. You don't listen to
Do that the next game.
that.
Do
Okay.
So it's next.
Is he gone?
He's gone. Yeah,
All right.
he took off.
I am going to make.
Well, I mean, we didn't really have to.
No.
The knock turns towards it. I get my boot back.
You do. And I can't think of any other way out, so I'm going to make a maul. Big ass hammer.
Mm.
And give it to you.
Okay.
Point to the lock.
You're the strongest one of the group.
I hit it as hard as I can.
All right.
Strength check.
Well, actually, at that point, you'd be more of trying to break the item. Sunder.
What?
Sunder is out.
What do I roll for that?
I'm looking it
I
up.
can tell you how much damage he's gonna do.
Yeah, that'll help.
2d6 plus 6.
3, 6 plus 6.
Obviously gonna hit it.
No, I'm sorry, 2d6 plus 4. Just
All right,
plus
so
how
apparently
many times you have to hit.
fifth edition they removed Sunder
Okay.
to try to break stuff. But however, I'm going to go ahead and play. You can obviously hit the lock. Roll a strength check. I'm going to give its hardness at 15. If you have above 15 in strength.
14 plus 3.
All right. And I'm going to give it. Well, I mean, it still has hit points at this point. I want to give it so many hit points. All right, so now you got to do damage to it. What was it?
Flying damage.
2d6.
So the weapon is 2d6 plus 4 plus your strength bonus.
4 plus your strength.
So it's 8 plus your strength bonus.
11. And obviously there's this loud ping that echoes through everywhere, but you can tell you've put a huge dent in this.
I'll hit it again.
That's what you do.
13 plus 1.
Yeah.
Strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit it again.
Are you sure? How do you know you hit it again?
You said it was 15. I got a 16.
Unless it got
Okay,
stronger.
I was just making sure that you remember it's 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
7 plus 3, 10.
That's good.
Plus, oh, plus 4. 14.
All right, another big loud ping, and you can tell it's like about to come off its hinge.
Just straight
The
up. just
door
break the
or
door.
the
latch
Oh.
of the door.
I hit it a good one more time.
A good one more time.
On
Nice. All right.
So I hit it solid.
You did. You hit it very solid that time.
4, 8,
Plus 4.
12,
15.
15.
All right, and the door flies open.
There we go.
All right. I'm getting out of the cell.
Yeah, me too.
yeah.
Well, we
I
gotta
wanna get as
get-
far away
Yeah.
from whatever that guy did
If you would.
as well.
And I'm going to point to the lock on his cell.
So I guess I go for his cell too.
He just puts his hands like, I can't let you let me out of here. He's like, just find my boot.
Okay.
We will.
Thank you.
So that's what I agree with him as well. We should just leave him. I don't want him to do whatever he did again.
Okay.
He's lawful good. He got put in jail.
As far as I'm concerned, he's
That's-
just useful. So, all right.
Should we check the closet first?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I guess we should.
By the way, you should have put me at disadvantage because that hammer is not a lump.
Oh, should have. All right, let's redo it all then. Oh, I see. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty awesome. Nice.
That's what I showed him. He was like, well, I can't do that. I can do this.
So you guys are going to.
All right, I'm going to step away from the monk, and the mall disappears.
Just like hammer.
I like that thing.
I just broke a metal
Okay, so who
door.
goes and tries to open the door?
All right, we're going to. I have no ability to look for traps, but I'm going to look anyway.
Okay.
Oh, should we do that? Is that smart?
It's a dungeon, guys. Guards
True.
been walking around.
I played the game before. I don't have the ability, but I'm going to look anyway.
Well, look
Um,
at it.
Perception?
Sure.
17.
You perceive that door is a normal looking door.
Okay. I still don't trust it, so I'm going to step back a little bit. And it doesn't cost me anything, so I'm going to do Mage Hand.
All right.
And I'm going to send the Mage Hand thing over and try to open the door.
And just pops open.
Good,
Yeah.
awesome. And nothing jumped out of us. Like,
No,
nothing beats the major.
nothing crazy. What's
We can send it inside and have it flip on the light.
Yeah, right. So you do notice that there's, how's it put it, geometric patterns all down this hallway.
Hmm.
Let's go deeper in the dungeon.
Do they like, are they some kind of like infernal like script or anything like
It
that?
almost looks religious.
Or
Okay,
Draconic?
versus health.
Right, versus
Okay.
hellish. Yeah.
Draconic question mark? No?
It's not a language or anything.
Just symbols.
It's just symbols drawn onto the wall.
Do you recognize the shape or?
I don't know.
I mean, I am a
does
monk.
Do any of us recognize it?
I am a monk.
A monk.
A monk.
He's a monkey monk.
I am a monk.
We can roll against religion.
You could.
I'm gonna see if I can recognize it. Nope.
Nope, don't have a clue.
I was saying. I'll assume that I don't.
Religion is whatever your intelligence modifier is. If you didn't take it as a skill.
+1. So
I mean, it's like, it's just a decoration. Or like it's just on the map that I generated.
This is a hallway.
Immediately it takes a right. But you can see that the walls are just, like I said, it's like just geometric shapes.
I got nothing.
Are you guys going to continue down the hallway?
Should we go down this hallway or should we go down the archway where we know where we came from?
yeah, I know. But think about what more stuff.
I know there are a lot of men with weapons in that direction.
Yeah.
So I might want to go down.
Perhaps.
But there might be more heavily armed because that might be deeper in the dungeon.
Or could be like, higher security.
Usually there's entire security further.
Okay.
You would be the expert.
Okay.
No.
Let's go that.
Mr. I never moved the dungeon.
All right.
He's just throwing people into the dungeon.
That's
He
right.
understands how it all works.
How long is this hallway thing?
All right, so you round the corner and it's about 20 feet down. It's left.
Can they see in the dark?
There's
Okay.
torches.
Are there
Yeah,
torches
there's
all around
torches
them?
light
Okay.
the dungeon.
Cool.
All right. So it's short. It's not a melee weapon. It's a melee weapon range, not a range weapon.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will make a rapier.
Okay.
You just make a shotgun.
I could if I knew what one was.
Make the ballista.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
All right.
I go and grab that other dart in the cell before we go.
Good job.
Can you make like a headpiece with like a bow and arrow and just put a bunch of arrows in there and just yeah,
I can try.
that'd be pretty cool. Roll that 20, you bet.
Are you guys going down the hallway?
Yeah.
All right, and around to the left. And at the main end of this, you see a door. And this hallway's about 60 feet long.
And he turns.
As we're
Just straight on or going up or going down?
It's just straight.
I'm gonna do the mage hand thing again because I'm not running up and touching the door.
Okay.
And I will send it ahead to see if it'll hold
I would
Can you
assume.
send it?
Actually,
30 feet. So we gotta walk probably.
just kidding. It's a portcullis.
Oh,
Oh.
It's an iron rod
You guys
portcullis.
weren't here, but I straight up like
She did. She
threw
went
out
in
the
like
portcullis.
clean and catch and shoved the portcullis up and held it while people were running in and out.
excellent.
It's one of
Portcullis.
those, it's like a,
Usually on the
A
front of the
gated-
castle, the big gate that comes down, spikes into the ground.
How were you able to do that?
Just straight up.
She rolls for it.
yeah,
I, on the other hand, am not. So,
Yeah, those.
that thing.
Ah,
all right. So I guess we're gonna go up to it and see what's on the other side.
Yeah.
And you get this rotten smell as you're coming up, and as you see, it is obviously a torture chamber.
Excellent.
ooh.
Are there any other doors out there?
There is not.
Now what is in here?
Go ahead and open it.
Yeah, try and lift it.
Can you get me a, something in big foot?
He asked for a lot of food, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
I don't know if I can. It's technically a weapon, so.
Right.
I mean, it's not, I'm not Green Lantern.
All right. On top of that, there's a big turning thing.
There you go.
Portcullis.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big wheel that weighs the chains.
They're locked.
I don't know, is there?
It probably just opens from our side. Not the
Got 16.
Okay, you go to turn it and it slowly starts coming up as you turn it.
Yeah.
If you want to go in, raise it quickly.
Jimmy is full still. 16.
I mean, it's not hard
Yeah,
to
it's
raise.
designed
Yeah.
for one person to be able to raise it up. So, there we
That
go.
will do a whole lot of good, no.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a torture room there, and there's a couple devices for it. There's the Iron Maiden, and there's a stretching rack, and there's just a table that has shackles on
Is
it.
there a bucket?
There's a bucket.
Is anybody being tortured at the moment?
No, it's empty.
No. Empty?
It's actually kind of dried up in there. Hasn't been used in a while. So
Excellent. See if you can find something to use as a weapon. Before we head back on it.
Yeah.
See if I can find a
Yeah, what is it that I can use?
I think you use a dagger, can't
It's
you?
a- yeah.
Yeah, there's a dagger in there.
There's a dagger
Yeah.
in there? Go, okay.
Let me,
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Let me
Just-
still search for stuff.
Okay.
Are they
There might be
like
some stuff.
daggers or like what's the difference between a dagger and like a throwing knife?
Not much. You can throw a dagger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there
You got
multiple
one.
daggers?
You go blind for 1 minute.
Are
They were to
there-
search for things, and there you go to one. So.
Okay. You just sit and stare at the wall.
Use my glasses.
You're proficient in clubs, daggers, darts, javelins, maces, quarterstaffs, scimitars, sickles, slings, and spears.
You know what? You find a mace in there.
Okay.
So we'll have some fun breaking some legs. with
There you
it.
go.
Grab me.
I could
grab me that
imagine just
mace.
this tall. Just this tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Nothing?
And all of a sudden, the rope holding the portcullis snap. No, I was
Would I
kidding.
be able to use? Would I be able to what's it called? Use my dagger with my tail and like.
I don't think that.
I could just pick you up and hit people with you.
All right. Perhaps we should head on out.
Do that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's big.
Before anybody starts to have to get tortured and we get stuck in here. So.
All right. That's where we came.
So you guys make it back to the cell.
Okay.
As you walk in, Banat is like,
They're like, we're looking for it. That's not a good hallway. I would not recommend going down there, but
Hope you don't go in there.
we go up to the workshop.
okay. And you guys do the roundy thing, and now you're at the stairs to your right, and down the hallway is the door.
Do we remember going through a door or downstairs?
We came down the stairs, right? And they
Right.
brought us.
Okay, downstairs, but they brought you down without your effects.
So let's go check the door.
Wait, without our effects.
Right.
So our effects are still up.
Necessarily.
They could have locked it. Let's get, I'm gonna do the mage hand thing again. Let's see if the door will open.
The door does open. And immediately on the other side, you see two guards just turn to look, and they get up and start running your way.
Like some
Okay.
Scooby-Doo
Do
stuff.
we have to
Roll for perception though.
all of us?
Yeah, all of you. I mean, you're all looking down that way.
No.
No? Okay. All right, two guards come right at you guys.
Do we have to roll initiative or
Yeah,
like can we
we-
just
we
go
can
ahead
do
and
initiative.
can I thwack him with my mace?
Legs.
I believe she gets a +5 for using the word flat.
I do.
I think so.
I believe I should get attack opportunity because I rolled a nat 20.
Well, it won't be an opportunity. You just be opportune to go first.
Yeah.
Oh, 16 on mine.
What'd you get, Tim?
14.
Actually, I got 24.
You go first turn.
You go first.
I get
20 would have been first, the 24 is first turn. You go even before you go.
Oh.
So I get 2 turns. There we go. I get to hit both of them over there. Oh. It's a battlefield.
Except I don't feel like that would have been more. Actually, you were staying in front, weren't you? Yeah. Always running that way.
Okay. 2 guards?
Yep, 2 guards.
Second one there. Okay.
Winston, your turn. What do you do?
So it's been a while. I've rested since last time I hit that guy with the lightning thing. Actually,
Has it? I don't think so. It's been like an hour tops.
You weren't resting.
Actually, it wasn't even that. More like 10 minutes, probably.
well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just use that. We use this one in a while. We use Fury Blows.
All right, so you're gonna run up to him
I'm gonna just ready it
or what?
for when they get close to them.
Okay. All right, so it'd be Estrella's turn.
Okay. Wait, what did you just do? Sorry.
I ready Fury
He
Blows.
stood there and looked menacing.
Okay. Yeah, they're actively, so I guess I'll ready my mace for when they come up to us.
So
And they're
you're,
actively running towards us, right?
Yep.
So I guess I'll step forward next to.
so you're gonna block the hallway.
Yeah.
Break them legs. Why will we just throw you at them?
They're in front of me?
Good.
They're over here.
I
But
probably
yeah. 25, 30 feet away.
Rather than just standing here, I'll do the Eldritch Blast then.
Okay.
That's the force attack. 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
I'm hoping.
you rolled a 20.
No, the 17.
Is that a crit times 2?
Crit is you roll the dice twice and then you add whatever. That would be 8 damage.
8 damage. All right.
The news I found is this is standard movies. These are cool. That's when we're done. I'll cast like detect magic.
Yeah, okay. Are you doing anything else for your turn?
No,
Okay.
standard sword.
So he's going to run up to you and go to attack. Huh?
You're in front.
Up to 30.
You're standing in front of me.
As obviously, well, I mean, yeah, because he got in front and cast Mage Hand. And you just raided your fist after that.
And you didn't step up. You just stood back from me.
No, we didn't. When he opened the door, I was first, so I automatically would step in front, right?
What?
Because I rolled a 20 for.
That just makes you go first.
Yeah.
That
You
wasn't-
didn't,
that
you
wasn't
didn't
my
say you
marching
moved up to
order.
the front.
Oh,
You
that's
just
right.
said I'm getting the attack right. Did you think that you were in the front? Because you saw outside
Yeah,
around.
we can do that. At the same time, she
I did step up and.
decided Weston, she said. So, all right, so you get to attack and you get to attack
I'm gonna
Okay.
just bop, bop.
because of your ready.
14.
It's 18,
Well, did you hit?
11 and 18.
Did you roll a hit roll?
What's the hit?
Oh, that's why I didn't know. I thought that was
What do
damage
you get?
rolled.
What do you get as a bonus to
Um,
that? Because that was just about it.
Yeah, that's I have to roll 2 because I'm hitting it twice. That's 30 of blows.
I know, but it's 11 plus what?
Oh, it's 11 plus my dexterity. I think.
4.
Yeah. It's 11, right? So,
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't
yeah,
know. You said 11 and 8?
no, 18. So 15 and 22.
Okay, second hit hits. Did you get?
I got a 14.
That's a mess.
Mm.
So unarmed strike is 1d6. That's good. 4 damage. I was just keep going, so I was just good.
All right, and he rolls to hit you. Once again. He misses.
Terribly.
Oh, terribly, terribly. That misses. He runs up to hit you. The second one does. That's going to be a miss. Yeah. And Winston's turn.
Ooh. Yay. Well, really all I can do is I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm just, smack him upside the head with the fist. I guess I'm gonna just use one unarmed strike, so it's
Uppercut.
a haymaker.
There you go.
Try to haymaker. I did not haymaker.
Haymaker. Okay. Estrella.
I guess I'll.
Go for her legs, then knees.
Yeah, I guess I'll go for another swing of the mace to the one that ran up to me in front of me.
All right.
16.
That's a hit.
Oh,
Aha.
and 4 damage.
Full damage.
What was it I did?
Doing something.
Doing it.
Got a recap.
We do anything else?
And then I'm gonna, if I step back, they'll have an impact opportunity, won't they?
Mhm.
I'll just take a defensive stance.
All right.
I'm gonna step outside.
Really?
Can I see past them into the room they just came from?
That's why I asked you for perception, but now you're
Yeah.
actively looking.
Yes.
There's a room full of stuff.
Excellent.
After his turn, he won't take 5.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and finish this.
So I am gonna do step outside.
We'll finish this.
I'm gonna take my full move going forward. And as I get close to them, I'm gonna cast as a bonus action Misty Step, which lets me teleport 30 feet.
Okay. Cool.
So I should appear behind them at a full run.
Exactly. No, I get what you're doing there.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Just need to see this. All right. So yeah, you appear at the doorway,
Right?
and it's obviously just various items. You're wanting to better look into the room.
I like my cloak.
Yeah.
It perfectly.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's the most recent stuff. so-
Right. You can obviously find your stuff.
Okay, that's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that on and head back out as soon as I can.
Okay.
Wait, you blinked into the room?
I actually, well, you probably didn't see very much. I was behind you, and you heard me take a step, and all of a sudden, I was running full tilt on the opposite side of that.
Like it teleported like 30
Yep.
feet,
I jumped,
basically.
not jumped through the air, but just appeared in a spot that I wasn't.
You're like, yes, my stuff. I hate that more than anything in
Well,
games.
the guy's gonna try and kill me.
Yeah, might as well get it, right?
And it means I have a much better chance of surviving this encounter.
Yeah. Well, this encounter shouldn't be too bad.
Well, you're saying that because you're not at 6 hit points.
I guess it probably has something to do with it too.
Are you going live so we can hear this? So who's your favorite? You say Joy is your favorite normally?
I have like go-to Tinkerbell I use a lot.
Really?
Joy, Olaf for the Suns.
And who's your most powered up? That you've gotten like the most of?
The highest level ones are I know it's Flick
Okay.
from Bug's Life and Tinkerbell. But they're probably cool.
Okay, cool. So then how many
You
did
see
you
how many
create?
points you said?
And then how many
4.
did you create? 4, so
4
one
random
spotted.
powers.
Okay. Oh, so they're, because she does make random ones. I
Yeah.
forgot. I thought she only
So
made
my
some.
go-tos now are Jiminy Cricket,
Mhm.
Tinkerbell, on occasion the Genie, Olaf, Nemo,
Mm,
Rapunzel, Joy, depending on the mission, obviously.
Yeah, definitely.
But it's just because he's really powerful. Snow White, I use a lot. I use Chip from Chippendale because he makes items. Like if they get a certain number of items in a round, and then Christmas Mickey and Christmas Minnie.
Oh, cute. There's Christmas ones.
Yeah, there's Mickey and yeah.
Oh. What is that? No. Oh, that's from the
Yeah,
Descendants.
it's baby. What's her name?
Oh my God, Winifred. Is she the only one from?
So far.
Oh, that's cute. Oh, you have these code. All of these guys. So you just recently got monitored that way, just the Abominable Snowman. Is that mainly just because of the Everest ride?
I don't know.
Are you like a Disney goer? Like you go to Disney a lot?
We used to.
We've had the annual pass, and my friend Crystal for the past 2 years. I just got the Universal, so I'm not going to renew my Disney one this year, but I know I'll get it again in the future. They don't give you discounts on every year, you know?
Right.
Wish they did. Jensen, is he from like?
He's the sorcerer from Fantasia, the one that Mickey steals his hat. He's the magic emoji that you get when you complete mission 1.
Oh, okay.
And then you got the fairy godmother.
Mm-hmm.
That's who you get at 200. And then the blue fairy from Pinocchio, who's in the next column over, the next one over for that. So you get through mission 3 years. There.
Disney Emoji Blitz. Who you have paid these with? Columns of fire.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. It's like a match 3 game. Like match game. Certain. Like Disney.
Doug. The magic mirror is
I
cool.
didn't even know that Doug is spelled without an O until this game. I thought,
D-U-G.
yeah. It's a D-O-G, like I thought that's what it always was.
Dog is like, she dug a hole.
Yeah, so I guess that makes sense, because it's a dog.
There. So he got his stuff back.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you throw your cloak on.
Going back into battle.
All right.
You didn't grab the rest of your stuff.
What about
And so let's see, if you teleported 30 feet, you probably ran 10 feet and 10 feet back, so you've only used 20 feet of movement. All I'm saying is you get, how much can you move?
30.
30? So you get 10 more feet. You're about 10 feet from their back at this point.
Okay.
So you can run up and just hit him.
Do I get an action at the end of it?
Yeah.
Because I'm not moving.
Yeah, you
forward,
didn't really do much of anything.
But I still
Yeah.
have a. Let's do frostbite.
All right.
Why not?
Why not?
They get a con save.
Is it both of them?
Now I'll just pick. I'll pick the one that's hitting her.
Okay. He failed that con save.
Okay. So he's gonna take cold damage.
To the testicles.
So whenever I can hit the
Those are goals.
He's gonna take 5 cold damage and has disadvantage on his next attack
Cool. That's pretty handy.
because he's freezing.
Yeah,
Like, ooh.
that makes sense. Okay, so it's their turn.
So it's not as much damage as the other spells, but disadvantage.
Pretty handy, yeah. Attacks once, misses. Disadvantage against a spell. That's a mess.
You're welcome.
All right, and Winston's turn.
I'm going to hit. Hold on. Not hit.
You do not hit it. You do anything else on your turn?
Yeah. I don't want to have, you know, drop one of those ceiling cushions later like that.
No, yeah, I don't know about that.
Isn't heated at all. On his damn cloak back.
You deal with the plug.
Are you doing anything else then? Estrella, your turn.
Okay, so I am going to. There's still the one in front of me.
Yep. Oh, I guess that.
Uh, I guess keep at it. Yeah, with my niece. This going in. Ooh, I definitely had
That's a hit.
20.
That's great.
Well, it's not natural, but it still wouldn't.
That's not good.
Okay, yeah. 5 damage.
All right. They're both looking pretty in the red. Are you doing anything else for your turn?
Defensive stance.
Okay. Brilliant.
Ha.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. You got me messed up now.
It's all right.
A million.
Part two.
Million's yellow. Brilliant's green.
Mm,
All right. I guess I'm gonna step up and try to stab. I'm gonna use my thief ability to backstab. No, at least he doesn't get a dexterity bonus because he doesn't have enough weapons. So
Right.
I will stab the one who's trying to hit the Jura.
Yeah, who?
The Jura.
thanks. Green.
Brainy?
Green.
Oh.
21.
That's a hit. I hope.
11.
And he drops. And so it's going to be his turn. At this point, he's panicking a little bit because he realizes that he's going to die. But there's nowhere to go. So he just going to keep swinging.
He's not going to jump to the floor for the stop.
You just killed his buddy. And he messes. So, what's this turn?
Don't want to tell the other guards.
What did that?
Come on.
If you do hit him, that probably won't kill him. It'll just knock him out. So that's you're not dealing with a blade, right? You just punch him in the head.
I think Monk has a almost like unarmed combat feat. I think you have a choice to make it lethal or bludgeoning.
Got it.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing I didn't hit him.
Fine.
Um,
Are you doing anything else for your turn?
I'll just say, stop with that.
Stop or die. All right, Estrella, your turn.
Okay, so you didn't finish him off,
No,
but he's
I don't know
knocked
if he
out.
stopped.
No, he's
No.
still up there.
he's still.
The monk said stop or die, but he hasn't had a chance to respond yet.
Maybe lock him.
Ooh, I know what I can do. Wait, are we not wanting to kill him? Are we trying to get information out of him?
Well, he did say stop or die, which indicates that we probably don't want to kill him.
Okay,
So you can give him a second to surrender.
yeah. Hold him. What is that?
Maybe just intimidate or scare him. Number 1, 2, 1.
I could cast hold person on him.
What's that?
Oh, like, yeah, so he has to succeed a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration of the spell. I wasn't, sidebar, I wasn't in here when you found the stuff. Was like all of your stuff in there or just your clothes?
That's all you know. I ran into the room and I came out wearing the cloak that you saw me with before,
Okay, so that's all.
which kind of indicates that our stuff is in there. But, that would be a leap of faith.
They find only your clothes was there.
That's right. It's just the one damn thing.
Okay. So it says that.
Okay. 19. I don't think you held on.
I don't think so. At the blah blah blah, on a success, the spell ends. Okay. So it never succeeds.
Need anything else?
No. Nah. I mean, saying moving once and anything is gonna attack him.
The rifle.
I'm just hold the defensive stance still.
Good job.
He started it, so I'm gonna finish it. He's got leather armor, everything. So I am going to just, rather than hitting him with it, I'm gonna put the blade from behind, up on top of the armor, up against his neck. And then we'll put a second. So, you want me to make an intimidation roll again?
Yeah.
Be smart or be dead. How's that?
Pretty good. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I guess that'll probably do it at that point. He's going to drop his weapon, his hands up.
Right on your knees.
He does as you say.
I say strip.
He's kinky, isn't he?
Okay.
All
We'll
right,
talk
fine.
about
He just
that.
slowly starts taking his clothes off, his armor.
Why don't you two go retrieve all of our items from the room?
We showed us into the room. We have to like roll for perception to find our stuff.
No,
Or
it's
we
pretty
just see it,
obvious.
and we grab it. It's boot amongst the
We have
items.
that time. We
Okay.
can hold them in the house.
We can. I don't think anyone would ransom him, but he probably does know where the important people in the castle are. So we can at least get that.
I think
Alright,
we're-
so while they're,
Maybe the
while-
people who are
and by the way,
killing
you're
us.
welcome to take anything you want, else you want from the room. because it's
Yeah,
probably
what
all the
else?
stuff
That's
in
what I,
the-
There's
that's
just
why I say, should I
lots
go
of
for
like
perception?
weapons and armor, and
Anything cooler than the mace and dagger I already found.
I mean, at this point, any reasonable weapon, you'll be able to find it. And
I ask you, do you know if any of this is magic?
Yeah, like can I cast detect magic on all weapons?
I mean,
Or on all,
I think that's how it
vicinity?
works. I think it's a 30-foot radius. You can see anything that's as magical.
Oh, it's got the glow, right?
Right.
That sounds right.
Joey might have
There it
just made
is.
a lot of money.
I have.
Only if you can
Whatever
carry.
you want to carry, yeah.
I'm a strong guy.
So yeah, for the
So she's got
duration.
10 minutes and she can just walk around and sense the presence of magic within 30 feet.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
A faint
Yeah.
aura around any visible creature or object in the area that shares magic.
Now, does
And
it
she gets the school of magic also.
does it glow intensify based on how magical it is, or
No,
it's
but it
just
tells you what type of enchantment.
okay, cool.
So if it's a divination spell or evocation spell.
That doesn't really matter. It's a lot of money for most players.
I can just find them.
I need me some money.
Okay, like I said, there's multiple sets of armor and weapons in there. And you find a glowing ring up on the boot. Obviously, the boot's glowing.
Okay. What does the ring do? What is it?
That's a glowing ring. What's the school of magics?
Could you just tell me what it does? I can look it up.
Well, yeah.
See, I was trying to help. Save myself some money, but I don't
Ooh.
know what existed.
Yeah.
Ring of Incredible Strength.
You're ridiculous. Dude.
I'm just asking, man. You said ring. I thought, oh, Joe set me up. Nice.
Found it.
Or it could be cursed.
All right, it is a school of necromancy.
What is that?
So I
Controlling
can,
like that.
is it,
Is it expensive?
Definitely so.
Take it. I asked you, can I have it?
And what? She
Well,
just
she-
walk around looking.
yeah, she doesn't-
She's just
she didn't
walking
say
around
anything
looking.
yet.
Quit being like out of game nosy.
yeah, so
Pocket it,
I'll
take it
grab
with us. Figure it out later. All right, so I'm gonna start whispering.
And then
to
what
this
kind of
guy.
leather is it? Like, is it
Sorry.
better leather that I could, or leather, armor, a better armor, or armor that I could, or
Because
is
you
it
can't
would
wear
be,
any metal. Wow.
I can wear like,
Padded, I think is the best you can get. Or a natural armor.
yeah, any natural armor.
Maybe you should get dragon scale on.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I was hoping to do with the dragon scale that we had, but I don't
Really
think we
small.
had enough. Well, I mean, I'm small, but,
You can also use shields. You can
Yeah.
find a wooden shield.
oh
wooden
yeah,
buckler or
I mean, I
something.
guess like my wooden shield, I already had one
Oh,
on me,
all right,
so
never mind.
I guess if I
Take
got my
yours.
effects back, is there a better?
Yeah, like for the most part, like any normal weapon, you can find it there. So you can try and pick the weapon you want at this point.
I look for any monk weapons.
There's
And
more
obviously
weapons.
my stuff.
Yeah, there's your stuff there too.
I don't know a specific weapon that does a lot of
Ooh,
damage.
Only if you can remember during your monster days, a weapon you everybody talked about they wish they had.
Can you tell me what weapons they have?
Ah, the good old days.
I just told you. That any reasonable weapon is in the room.
Any
Weapon and like items, or just like
There's items too, because this is just stuff that's been taken from people. Obviously,
I searched for gold.
all right. Go ahead.
No.
You found no gold. Found no gold at all.
Yeah, I guess I take any monk weapons so I can carry.
And you obviously remember your boot.
Yeah, obviously. You know, my stuff, a monk weapon.
Actually, the description doesn't actually say anything about them.
I think under monk, when it goes to great monk, it just gives a list of weapons you can.
Yeah, because he's proficient in all the simple weapons plus a short sword. So you can use
It's
anything on the list.
yeah, 'cause I
It doesn't
just
talk
used
about
to-
the-
I guess I'm just used from the previous editions.
Yeah,
They
that's
had
in here, because
monk
they've got a
weapons.
special monk
Yeah.
that uses weapons, but the monk from the regular player's handbook is generally unarmed. So, you can use all that stuff. All of it. Anything on that list was a short sword. You learn how to use all of those at the monastery. So there's some that have a little bit more damage than others, but it's that first list. Plus the short sword.
Okay.
Well, I mean, if there's any, I'll grab, I guess, a handful of darts.
I guess we just go ahead and pick up my break. That's it. And then I'm just,
I found my javelins, all my bone javelins, and all my regular javelins.
Let's dig up a big ass book. You saw that it's two-handed, right? So you can't do other stuff. thing is supposed.
Let's see.
Yeah, but it's magical. Now that I'm holding it, and I'm proficient. I can hit creatures that are able to be hit without magic.
I thought only your fists were magical items.
Anything I use as a weapon.
Okay. Among the mess, you also found 2 more healing potions, a potion of climbing, um, untangled pieces. How's that?
A what?
Untangled pieces.
You search for
Yeah, you roll a 1.
you know, squirrel.
And it's just us two in the room still?
Yeah, I'm guarding the guy.
Cool. Okay, so what is that? 55 each.
Okay, next. We just leave the room.
Okay. And what were you doing with the guy? Just tell him to shut up and sit still.
Yeah.
We asked him, I'm assuming that we're back there.
Mhm.
I asked him, okay,
I want to get back to guard him and be like, take one of these questions. I'm almost there.
Yeah, no one will die.
Yeah. And then the guy literally could have turned around and elbowed me in the shin. And
That's pretty accurate.
Sorry, go ahead.
But anyways, I asked him, well, actually, I don't need to ask him anything. Well, was there rope in the back room?
No, there's one.
I want to tie him very, very well.
Okay.
I think should ask if you know why there.
Oh, why is the big guy up there?
What do you know about that?
Oh, he's accused of stealing an apple. He's been in here for about a month.
Thank you for that information. That was very helpful. What were you planning on doing with him once you tied him off? I assume you're not going to leave him in the room with all the sharp weapons.
Well,
You're welcome to carry him.
no, I make a gag for him.
Okay.
I make a gag. Make sure he can't hear him. And then, he's tied up. So I lay him on the ground and get to using my new weapon. Like really close. I'm gonna just use it like I'm, beheading him. I'm gonna use it like I'm beheading him, but I'm gonna smash his head.
Okay. It's called a coup de grace.
No, coup de grace is where you take the sword and stab him with the
That's
chest.
an instant kill. It's coup de grace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to go for that?
No. Because he's helpless at this point.
I'm glad I don't have a good alignment.
Oh, yeah. All right, so you guys get.
I mean, I'm really
This isn't much XP for these two.
Just keep on going.
Well, I go back to the
17
holding
XP.
cell. You go back to a dude. No, or a big guy. No. What are our chances of charm?
Says the monk.
Boy, I have my weapons and stuff back.
Killing him.
Big guy.
The paladin?
There's 3 of us.
Okay.
You remember talk you and I had about the way he loves to play a monk?
I
Yeah. You gotta play your character.
yeah.
All right.
Why would you want to kill the random helpless guy in that. It was bad enough killing the random helpless guy on the floor.
We have one boot that apparently everyone wants. The other boot is on him.
Right.
He's a bunch of really expensive armor. That necklace I kind of want.
Well, unless you talk to a god, it's really not going to help.
God.
Yeah.
We can just go back up to the tower and ask the dude. You should know remember what they are. We can probably sell them to him.
Perhaps we should discuss this with our friend in the south.
About killing him?
About what his intentions are when he has to do that.
Okay. It's like saving the world, sure.
That's what paladins do.
He stole an apple.
No, he's accused of stealing an apple, and they held him in a cell for a month, unable to prove it. Which means he didn't do anything. They're just trying to hold him because they're evil and he's good.
Okay, let's do it.
It's like you guys were accused of murder. Did
Right.
you do it?
Yeah, honestly. I mean, we could.
And who knows how long they would have held us?
Yeah.
Well, let's go back to
They're gonna come get us any day now.
12 years later.
I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm an elf. I live forever. But then,
me. I
yeah, I would just watch you crumble into dust, and then I would pour it out the cell.
Same thing with her. Except she probably lives like.
All right, so we're gonna try and make our way back to the cell as
How
quickly as possible.
Tieflings.
Okay, I mean, obviously he sees you guys, and their enjoyment comes over his face, and he gets up and walks up to the cell. He's like, "You guys actually came back."
I wonder
He's
how
like,
many,
"Thank you."
I wonder how many people have gone up trying to
He's got a backache because he was walking around like this because he's only got the one boot.
I asked him his intentions.
Attentions on what?
What's the boot do? First of all?
Yeah, it's like,
Why you
The
need
boot
it?
is a gift from Talos to me.
do you know who Talos
That's a
is?
god.
It's a god.
That's a god.
The god that gets this particular paladin his power.
Oh,
Ah, now I see. Because I remember when I was looking in the paladins, you have to pick a specific god.
Yep.
I remember seeing
Gives you
that
all
one.
kinds of powers as long as you fulfill his mission on Earth. Strangely enough, that's where I get my power from too. But it's not.
Talent.
from the in the necklace.
I asked him, what is his mission?
Right now, I'm trying to find Talos's ring.
And what would that be worth to you? Oh, never mind. I can't ask that. Never mind. Forget it.
I asked him,
That is what I would ask if I knew that she found a ring in the room that she didn't mention it. So I'll
Right.
take it back.
So I asked, and what would that be worth to you?
It's not what would be worth to me, it was worth to Talos in the world.
And what does this ring do?
It lets me speak to Talos.
Talos dead.
No, Talos is very much
Talos, are
alive.
you here in the room?
is it is there one among the common folk that it might be called?
It's not known to the common folk.
Do you have the ring when you arrived?
Sadly, no.
Okay, so it wasn't on you, so they wouldn't have taken it.
I've
from
been
you.
searching for this ring for 50 years now.
Would you know it if you saw it?
Yes.
And if we were to help you obtain this ring, would it be worth your assistance in getting us safely out of here?
If you give me a boot, I will get you safely out of here nonetheless.
Any ideas about the lock?
I got a hammer.
Can you hand me my boot?
Looks like through the bars.
No.
Yeah,
Do we?
I get a boat.
I'm fine with it.
All right. So he puts the boot on, and he seems rejuvenated. Like it's like he just expands in size. He gets obviously much stronger. And he just reaches the bars and just pulls them apart and steps through them.
It's too bad it wasn't your size, huh?
Yeah, I'd be doing the same thing.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it wasn't just like, but he just grabbed him and starts just pulling the bars apart.
Nice.
He said, Talos has blessed me with the boots to give me unnatural dexterity and strength. But neither one worked without both boots.
Can you give me strength for a period of time?
The monk that wanted to be strong, the child's brother.
Someday, he said.
Someday.
Someday I will get that belt of full strength.
He said, did you find any nice armor and weapons that might have been mine?
What happened to you not wanting to break out of cell?
Well, I shouldn't have.
You can show him that.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if you were going to or whether.
I
I'm not trying to pressure you
I
to do it because I don't know that you
yeah.
have it. But
Yeah, true. I mean, like, I wasn't thinking about it. But I mean, he did ask, what did we find in the room?
he's just
So,
looking for the one thing, and you happen to find something. It sounds an awful lot like what he's looking for. So, and he did say that he would recognize it beside.
Yeah, but I decided that I show him the ring.
If he
Also,
says no
I'm just
precious,
like,
I'm stabbing him with the sword.
I'm still not very pleased about the whole ring action or the amulet action earlier. Still kind of terrified.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just afraid
Knowing-
if I give him that ring,
I
like,
was
will
gonna say,
he
knowing
try to
that he
smite
can do
me?
that, maybe you just want to give him the ring and let's get out of here.
Is this yours?
He just kind of blankly stares at you. He's like, I'm trying to like you, demon.
So this is not the ring. I know I know
Hey,
the
he
ring
can't
is
help
the
but
ring
hate
of,
you, though.
yeah.
But he's like, that's not the ring I'm looking for.
Because I know the ring is the ring of necromancy. I do know that thing because I did a spell, right?
Right.
So like, why? That's the main reason why I'm trying to show him that. Because I was like, why would the what is it, paladin, the third god? Like, why would you want the necromancy?
Well, I mean, you can talk to the dead. Right?
That's why I asked. I was like, is Talos dead? So like, so yeah, I figured it wouldn't, but I still do not put the ring on. I still keep it in my pack because I don't want to.
Right. All right. And about that time,
Yeah.
you hear a footstep from behind and a doorway, the
In the archway.
archway. And you hear a gasp.
I guess we're all gonna turn around and look.
It's Maximus. And he just takes off running.
I'm sure he does.
And so does the knock. Not only does he take off running, he just fucking poof.
He's gone.
Huh?
Like
I was saying it's like very, very fucking fast.
Well, I
After
pick her
Maximus?
up and I tell him to chase me.
Yeah, he's after Maximus.
Right.
Okay,
I
so
will follow.
yeah,
I
we
pick
all
you
follow
up
him.
and you're just over my shoulder.
Okay, so yeah, I'm
running 40 feet
And about the time you're around a corner, he's holding Maximus up into the air.
fast.
Yes.
I'm like, no. Hi, Maximus. Why?
You guys are supposed to be in jail.
Well, why would he be for
Because
something that you did? We have to obviously know he's the one that
yeah.
killed the person that's blah blah.
All right. So he's just going to spill his guts because he knows he's done.
He's been done caught.
Yeah, he's caught. So let's pull my passage out. Well, what would have happened if you guys stayed in the jail cell and managed to kill the assassin or stop the assassin in some way? Maximus would have appeared still.
Mm.
And it's just easier for me to read what he had to say.
This isn't the end, is it? This isn't the end, is it?
Maximus steps into the shadows. Oh, just kidding. He was leaving them. Maximus comes to the cell to thank the party. Thanks to them, the hunt is called off of his brother Abraxas, the true murderer. Unfortunately, the murder of Tiffany and the royal aim, which was the brooch.
Got it.
Unfortunately, the murder of Tiffany was not part of our plan. It was supposed to be a simple heist for some of her more fabled treasures, but she showed up at the wrong time. So the deed had to be done. The other 3 murders was a necessity to frame you. After all, the 3 of us very well couldn't be caught murdering nobles now, could we? You'll likely be executed within the week, so I'll suggest you make peace with your gods and yourself before then. Farewell. You're supposed to step into the shadows.
Right.
Yeah.
But he can't because we
Right.
let our house. Given that, perhaps it's time to run out of the city as quickly as possible.
Well, I told him to hold him up by his feet so I could like better swing his head.
Perhaps we should do that to the Justice of Talos.
Why? Ah, okay. Yeah.
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 Well, my friend, it is time for us to leave the city. We have a ship to catch. It was a pleasure doing business with you. You can take care of him.
I can.
Excellent.
I bid you farewell, and thanks again. Scroll.
Well, he's supposed
He
to
was
get
all different parts. As you go to leave, Telos goes, wait, maybe I do have one way.
Neither.
Varrock. Vanak. Says, maybe I do have one way repaying. I gotta get it.
This is the month of the
Yeah.
Ooh.
He starts unbuckling his pants.
I'll show you a bull.
Yeah, it's my mighty boot.
strength.
Yeah.
Vanak. Sky Speaker. That's his last song. Vanak Sky Speaker. About weighs half Asamar and half Goliath. Offers to take you to his blacksmith and have a magical item created in your favor. But as you said, we need to leave the city. Unless you want to foil Maximus and his brother's plot. That would be the righteous thing to do.
So we can kill Maximus. Would that be stopping the plot?
Well, I don't have to say anything. I just agree with her. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Yeah.
Doc, do you want to stay and foil his plot, or do you want to run from the city considering the fact there's someone from murder?
I guess they say we should go.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I want the magical item. Is he coming with us?
Vanak says, I will stay and foil their plot.
I will stay as well.
You should not.
Well, we
Meet
don't have to
me
stay together.
in-
The 2 of us can get on a ship and go.
No.
And he can stay and get his magic ring.
He just told me to meet him in Deadpool.
Oh, okay, so we can.
My blacksmith isn't Otis.
Otis.
The Otis. So I will meet you there 6 months from now.
Okay.
We don't have to stay behind.
So look, we sail the ship around to
Right.
wherever that is there, and we're just using
What ship?
the ship we're gonna
Procure.
Oh.
Procure.
That's a better word.
After I pick up the damn brooch, because it's been sitting there all night.
True, it has only been a night, so.
Yep,
Right.
it's not done yet, so.
But yeah, guys,
Well, we did
that's
tell
Alright.
somebody that we hit it.
We're gonna assume that.
Yes, but I didn't say where.
yeah. I mean, exactly.
So that's the plan, unless you have something else for us, we're gonna hightail it back to the dock, find the brooch and see if we can,
Do we just get to keep the brooch now, or?
once I'm looking for it.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Hey, so that
more or
assassin, was he looking for that brooch, or what was he looking for?
It appears so. All right.
It was part of what it was.
Nice.
Princess that killed or whatever. One of the treasures that we stole. They tried to frame. And we had it. They framed us because we got, murder charges. We had it. But we didn't have it, so I don't understand.
I'm waiting for the victory music. There's no victory music if he can still waylay us on the way to the dock. Yay!
There you go, guys. All right, so I'm gonna say 6 months from now. I mean, unless y'all want to change your plan, you're going to meet up with Fanak, and he is going to give you a magic item of your choice from my list of magic items.
Did we still get experience from killing that one person? I mean, it was only just one person, but.
The-
the one
Yeah, I'll give
person-
you experience for 2 guards.
You never told
17
us.
apiece.
Oh,
Yeah.
17 apiece?
So I do have.
And the white lines are the shipping routes.
Yep, that's pretty cool, isn't it? You know, we do the whole thing. Let's see if this list is still any good.
Oh, that's the magic items you can make?
Well, like originally, this was going to be another thing. Honestly, since you completed a campaign, I feel like you should have better magic items than this. You know, these aren't bad to have. But this was a random magic item table that I created.
Right.
That way, you find a ring of this, ring of death saving.
Nice.
We just find one.
You found a ring of death saving.
Oh, is that what it was?
I don't know. You got to get a priest.
Oh.
But so that's the table's not as good as an ending campaign magic item. I guess as long as it's not like unreasonable, like godly power, then get a couple ideas of items you'd want and send it to me, and we'll make it happen.
What are we doing? We just jumped into his campaign
Hmm.
next Saturday or whatever.
Oh, I doubt. I mean, are you ready for? I didn't think you were ready yet. The big question. I don't even think. Are you playing?
I wasn't really told.
Yeah, because it was
I don't
just
know.
it wasn't really 100% made official yet either.
Nope. So would you like to?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay!
So I run things a little bit differently just because it's a different style and everything. My role playing style as a DM is all geared around character creation, meaning that you create a character from the beginning that has as much of a backstory as you can actually create. I was talking to Joe about this actually, about
And that was actually my goal on the table to be better with that.
and that's I think we actually talked about it. Well, I voiced it, and Joe just kind of wanted. So that it sometimes feels like a lot of the game is about mechanics. When do I roll? What ability do I use? And it's so much easier to play if you know your character as a person. Like, okay, I know, like Meridian and everything. I knew that I was only going to play him for a couple sessions, but my wife can tell you I've been talking about him nonstop for weeks. I know where he was born. I know how many siblings he has. I know where he got the ring that he carries. I know the magic item that the assassin was after. The assassin was there for me because Joe gave me a really powerful magic item, and I said I killed somebody to get it, and I fully anticipate that you will send somebody to get it back.
And he almost did.
And he just did. Okay.
Well, that's clear.
Oh, y'all,
Oh, yeah.
y'all almost got some cool
It's a cloak
toys
of
on me.
displacement, which makes me appear someplace different every time somebody tries to hit me. So they are always a disadvantage. It's an illusion spell. It's on all the time, and it's a more powerful magic item than a third of the level character would have. So I had to create a history for it. So I know who I killed and what situation it was and why I took it and who's after me, all that kind of stuff. So that it helps a whole lot when you're making decisions about like what skill to use as far as like why are you doing it. And that's why I know Joe stopped a couple of times and he was like, I don't like you would say something and he would like look at you strangely because sometimes I don't know like what did you study at your monastery? What is your philosophy on life? Because that helps you decide like how would I act in any particular situation.
Because acting out a character is something really hard on the game mechanics. Like if you can't be everybody, nobody's everybody. You're a very specific person. That's why you only have so many skills. You would
That's
act
why you would have a campaign of different characters.
right. That's the whole
And
reason.
so if you were to if you wanted to join up with the campaign, I would love to have obviously all three of you play. The characters, as far as skills go, are a little bit more limited. They're limited to what's actually in the book. And most of your experience comes from playing the character the way that you designed it. I already said that whatever you decide to take as a character, that character's strengths will be why your character was chosen to participate in the event. So if you take a ranger or a druid or whatever, it's because the person who recruited you knows that you will be going out into the forest. You may not start there, but I guarantee you that your skill set will be useful. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's
Okay. So I know where your campaign is taking place, and I know who's hiring you. But as far as where you're being sent or why you're going, that I have to wait until you actually create characters.
And do you have a goal for like what kind of characters?
Nope. I really don't care. It's going to take place in a version of the Forgotten Realms world, which is why if you're going to pick obscure races, you need to know like what role they play in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, Forgotten Realms is pretty much dominated by humans and elves. All the other races exist, but they play different roles. For example, in Forgotten Realms, the Dragonborn are royally pissed off all the time because they were slaves of actual dragons. They're a slave class that rose up against the dragons and rebelled. And now they are scattered all over the place. So they are viewed as slaves. They're treated as lower class. They have all the abilities of the Dragonborn and everything, but I know you had said was something once before. Generally speaking, if they need a dragon, they're going to be really pissed off. That is one of the reasons that the Dragonborn travel around is to hunt down the last remaining dragons that imprison the people, kill them. So if you were to create a Dragonborn, I'm not saying that you would. I just know that you like the race. If you were to create one, that's got to be one of your motivating things in the back of your head. Because I'm gonna, as the DM, I'm gonna ask you questions like, so where are you from? And why did you leave home in the first place? And what drives you? Because it's more storytelling, I guess. Because if something drives your character, I want to introduce it in the campaign. If you're motivated by violence, then there should be combat. If you're motivated by wealth, then that should be there too. If you're motivated by power, then there's got to be an opportunity for that. And that's all Viridian, for example, cares about, is power. That's why he had absolutely no problem killing somebody for a powerful magic life. Because as far as he's concerned, whoever survived deserves a magic life, and the other person deserves to be dead. That's his philosophy on life. And I like the little boxes up here and everything like that.
Yeah.
You tell me if I played them right. Read them out loud.
I'm not gonna read them out loud.
I can read them out loud.
Yeah. Okay. Give me your question.
Personality. No one could doubt by looking at my regal bearing that I am a cut above the unwashed masses. I'm better than you, I know it, and you know it. Ideals. It is my duty to respect the authority of those above me, just as those below me must respect mine. Bonds. My loyalty to my patron is unwavering. And we didn't get to meet her, which is good, because she didn't kill us. And his key flaw, yes, in fact, the world does revolve around. And so
What did I
that,
call you that one time, Mister?
Lord, just Lord.
No, yeah, Lord. Lords.
so knowing that, that's what determined why I did what I did, why I said what I said, why I made the decisions that I made. It's so much easier to tell the story when you know who the character is and what they want, as opposed to being like a combination of skills. Well, I know I can do this. Yes, but why would you? So here's generally speaking the way I run campaigns. If it works for the character that you created, the mechanics will work for you.
It'll flow really smooth.
It'll flow a whole lot smoother.
And my goal for playing this campaign was basically, trying to get gameplay down and know how it works or whatever. this,
Right.
that, and the other.
And
And
I think both of y'all learn a lot playing it, just as
Oh, you
far
can
as the
see it.
mechanics. Yeah, you got faster and faster and better and better. And once you create a character like Tim was saying, that you really know and is the character that you want in your heart,
Mhm.
you have no question of what am I going to do. You would just respond as your character.
It's just as you start adding skills, there's like a consistency to it. Well, I'm taking this, but why? Well, I'm doing it like this so that I can use it for this. Okay, now you know when you're in that situation, that's when you would use that particular ability. Like your reliance on water, for example, indicates that you are probably geared toward an elemental now. But I don't actually know because it was the only elemental spell that I started to use. Yeah. See, you see what I'm saying? And so I'm trying to, all along, I was trying to get to know your character, but I couldn't figure out what motivated. You know what I'm saying? So, like whenever you spend time with somebody, that's one of the things normally that you do. Like if you're going to hang out with somebody, you want to know if they want to look better than you all the time. You want to know if their big joy in life is putting people down. And you can figure those things out about people once you spend some time with them, but only if they're consistent. So, if the storytelling aspect and the building a character from scratch and understanding them really well and telling it almost like a really good movie works for you, then I would love to have you guys. What do you think? Yes?
I think it's going to be a lot of
Do you have like
fun.
a time frame? Like what's like? I mean, I'm gonna be gone for 8 days starting tomorrow.
Starting tomorrow.
And
Okay.
but like during those 8 days, like I can definitely explore and decide,
Yeah,
like,
think about
my character. And,
exactly.
Like, build something very
Right, just remember that and this is one of the problems with the way that this system is set up. Just remember that to understand how the character acts, you need to build them from the bottom. Like, for example, I built Viridian as a first level character, and then I moved when Joe said, okay, we need you at like third or fourth level. I know what he did. I know where he went. I know who he met, each of those levels in between, as if I had played him as a character. Because I had years and years of making these guys. So it was a whole lot easier for me to do. If you're not comfortable with that, then it makes sense to do it the other way, which is to start you back at the first level.
Yeah.
This is your first time really going out and
Doing what you do.
whatever you're doing. So for example, if you did want to play online, why were you in the monastery in the first place? You turned 16 or 17, something made you leave. And the player's handbook really helps with that. It's got all these different options and everything. So even if you don't have something specific in mind, we can make suggestions. All these things and everything, I didn't want to overpower him or whatever.
Yeah.
All of these things came straight out of the book. All those things that I just read to you and everything, those were suggestions in the book for sorcery.
I've read those.
Well,
Like some of the ones for the group.
Yeah. Yeah, so pick a race that you like, pick a class that
There's
you
also
like.
generators online too.
Yes.
That's what I was thinking about doing, was going and doing like straight generator, like
Right.
here's this, that, and see where, piece together and see where I can draw and like grow from those.
Yeah.
stuff like that.
And the other way that you can do it is to think of the character that you would want to create and then talk to us about it. And then we can say, okay, this kind of sounds like this type of character. And a lot of the times you would go, oh, this was not really something that I considered, but can he do this? Yes, he can. The downside is that you got to specialize in something, which my thing all the way along is I always want a character that can fight and do magic and talk and pick locks, and there's no such person. That's the problem. Is you gotta figure out what your role in the universe is. What is it that you do well?
And you rely on other people to pick up what you
Right.
don't do. But if everybody knows their role really well, knows their character really well, they just work together very synergistically.
Yeah.
And it just flows. I've been in campaigns like Tim's talking about. I knew everything about my character. I knew his mother, his name, his siblings, where he grew up, why he left, his favorite pet. I knew everything, But then again, I created this character in my head, and this is before this. But I played one, like there's a lot of storytelling and talking and role playing, where you're just acting your character out, making decisions. And they're really fun to play. Those are a lot of fun to play, as long as you created a character and know how that character would react.
See, we're gonna be lucky though, we get to start at first level 2. That's what we get.
Well, in that jack of all trades, I want to be able to do this, and this, which is why usually I wind up playing a bard.
Yeah.
The problem with bards is they can do all of those things, but they suck at all of them. Can you fight with a sword? Yes, I can. Can you do it well?
No.
No, I really can't. Can you cast spells? Yes, I can. Can you cast a lot of them? No, not really. Bards travel around, they learn a little bit of everything, but not until higher levels are they really good at it. So you have to have patience. You have to survive long enough to get good. So you think of a concept for a character. I would love to start out as this, and what would happen if this guy started to generate? What would happen if he decided to go out into the world and adventure? And then those of us who have a little bit more experience with it will sit down with the player's handbook and kind of go, you know what, that kind of sounds like this character type, because they would be able to do whatever. My wife has no interest in playing whatsoever or whatever, but I turned to her just to practice. I turned to her and I said, okay, describe a character. If you could play this game, if you could sit down and do this, what would you want to do? And she basically said, I would want to be a fairy who runs around healing people, and every once in a while when I get pissed off, I smite them. Just bam! That's easy.
And then you can take that base and you build on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's somebody who created a whole bunch of stuff online. There's a wiki online that created how do you play a fairy instead of an elf or a human or a dragonborn. So I found that for her. And
And it's
then
balanced.
right,
Yeah.
and then I made her a druid, the new druid out of here.
Are we
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just chatting.
Okay, as much as I love chatting,
I
but
know.
I
You gotta go.
gotta.
Well, she's fading.
Think about what character you want.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
start building.
definitely. Let's do the Facebook thing. Like if I have any questions or anything, I'll shoot you a message.
Do you want to create a group this time?
Yeah.
I knew one actually.
Or you can send one out with everybody's stuff and just
All right.
start it and
One
I'll
mutual
get all that
friend.
set up.
Okay. Sent. friend requests.
Oh, you might have a new friend, Tom.
Here, you guys can email address and such. Here.
For sure, Joe.
You wanna,
Thank you, baby.
keep this or do, can I keep
You can
this?
keep it.
They know how the internet works then.
She's still back in the 90s, dude.
All right. Whoever gets the highest roll is best.
All
We
right.
actually got another one.
81. I rolled a
That's
percentile.
pretty high.
You rolled a 20, I rolled a 100.
That's what I came up with, based on her description.
I got 800.
That's pretty cool.
Phone, keys, wallet,
Healing and smiting.
money.
Yeah, that's what she does. Every once in a while, you get pissed off.
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, and she's like, well, what do I hit him with? I'm like, well, there's a spell called Shillelagh. It
Yeah.
takes your little stick and makes it into a magic weapon.
That's just pretty cool.
I can literally just fight people.
Shillelagh.
Yeah. It's basically, as a druid, you take the little stick that you carry, like you pull over here in a quarterstaff and you tap it on the ground and you make it into a magic weapon. And now rather than like your strength or whatever, you use your spell casting ability to do damage.
Are you working tomorrow?
When
Okay,
you hit,
well, I'll
it
see
hits
you
with your
tomorrow.
spell casting.
And then moving straight to work.
It's a really cool spell.
You're off to your adventure.
Off to my adventures.
Have fun.
Yes, I will.
All right, have fun, Sarah.
Good dice.
Good night, dear. Thank
Fighting.
So, I got-
In your keys.
And my work pants. I went straight to it today. I didn't have time to change. You know if I got time for all that.
Nobody got time for that.
It's a nice one.
Michelle, are you going to be jumping in?
I don't think she's going to.
I'm sorry, I should be shouting across the house.
No, it's fine.
I'm
I
gonna
was
do my
shouting across the
research.
house.
I'm gonna do my research because if I'm gonna do it, like, I wanna be in, so I'm gonna do my groundwork.
Well, I'm also used to running campaigns with, how do you say this, people who have lives. So that I'm pretty good at being flexible about, okay, I can't make it this session or whatever, and then we just put your character up for target practice. And
Okay.
we all shoot at it, you know, because
Yeah.
you need a little bit of practice to be able to. So if you
But
come back and
I
just
would
almost
love to, like,